What's going on, Diggletdreamers? Mathras here with week 10 of the Delta Battle League. This week we are taking on my good friend Marenoc, coach of the Lexington Larvitar, and we are bringing full-on rain. We got Polytoad here bringing up the rain. We got Scissor here because he does have a Clefable, and I just need to take that thing on. I debated running Swords Dance again, but I decided against it because he could bring Unaware Clefable, so Swords Dance could be useless. Also bringing Scary Terry with Swift Swim, Life Orbs, Stone Edge, Waterfall, Aqua Jet, and Rapid Spin. Also Defog on Scizor, because I just want to be able to take care of hazards on my side of the field, because I noticed he doesn't have any hazard control on his side, so if I can get hazards up on his side and get rid of them on mine, that would be a nice advantage. Stone Edge also takes on things like Tornadus. Aqua Jet takes on things like Jolteon. I did, in the preseason, I lost to him because he had a Scarf Jolteon, and I didn't see that coming, so I'm not falling for it again this time. Bringing plenty of priority. We got a Bullet Punch, we got Aqua Jet, and I killed Newman here with Thunder, Volt Switch, Hyper Voice, and Surf. This is basically here in case he brings Crocoon, because Crocoon is one of the scariest things for me in the entire world. I always have to prepare for it. I have Dry Skin so I can absorb any Scalds. I can also, I like how Heliolisk is like a status absorber extraordinaire. Can't be paralyzed. It absorbs the Scald burns, and also it doesn't really mind being burned. Because it is especially offensive. But anyway, brought Surf just so I can take advantage of the rain, and Grass Knot doesn't really change things that much, so Surf works for me. Bringing right Meow, my Meowstic, with the Damp Rock Rain Dance priority. Always good to have. Thunder Wave, Reflect, and Light Screen are also really nice to have, so bringing those as well. Also got Hip Hop to Hip Hound on, because this thing takes on a lot of his offensive threats. Like you can take a hit from Mega Medicham, which is really scary. Also got him for the Stealth Rocks, so you can set those up. Got Slack Off, Stone Edge, because I already have Toxic, and I figured Stone Edge is good to have in case I need to hit the Tornadus or something. Earthquake is also there because I do need to hit the Drapion with something that I think could potentially be scary. But I think my choice specs Heliolisk should be able to take it on as well. But we'll see how this goes. This is going to be an intense battle because Marenoc is a very competent battler, and he's already beaten me once in the preseason, so we'll see how this goes. We'll be right back with the battle. So guys, it turns out Marenoc is actually bringing exactly what I'm afraid of. He has the Jolteon, the Mega Medicham, the Suicune, Tornadus, Clefable, and Weezing. This core right here is really scary. And not to mention these two as well. And this offensive core as well. I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. And do I want to lead with the Rain or with the Stealth Rocker? Cool thing is, the only thing that can really take on my Hippo is his Suicune. Potentially his Clefable if he is running a Life Orb offensive one, because that's always a potential. I wouldn't consider that for anyone other than Marenoc, though. I don't think anyone else runs that besides me, Quinlanding, and Marenoc. Alright, I'm leading Hip Hop. Come on. Okay, this is the moment of truth right here. I bet I can even eat up one Ice Beam. Oh, Ice and Toxic. That's annoying. But I'm gonna get my Stealth Rock up. Those are there to stay, which is nice. I do not have Toxic on this thing. But what I do have is ability to hit it with an Earthquake. He does not have a Drapion or anything. The only thing this really KOs on his team is Jolteon and Medicham, so I probably should save this thing. I'm just going to go straight into Frogger. Alright, let's see. He goes for the Moonblast, which doesn't do that much. Oh my goodness. Gets a special attack drop though. The question is it Magic Guard or Unaware? I'm just gonna click Scald. Ooh, where's my burn? No burn. He does go for the Stealth Rocks. He reveals the leftovers too, so that's potentially Unaware. I'm just gonna Toxic it, see if he takes the damage or not, as he also Toxics me. Alright, no Toxic damage, that means he is Magic Guard, so he's not Unaware, so I should have brought Swords Dance Scizor. I don't really want to Encore him into Toxic. I should have Encored him with Stealth Rock, really. That's what I should have thought about more. But I'm just going to go for Scald again. It's not doing any damage at all. Oh my god. I'm taking way too much damage on my Frogger. Holy crap. Alright, Scizor. Oh, I could have Encored him into Toxic and then gone into my Scizor. Man. But I know he's just going to go Wheezing as soon as I go Scizor. Alright, does reveal the Soft Boil right there. Gonna have to Mega Evolve. I really don't want to go for U-turn because I want to get the Blow Punch off on this thing. No, he's not staying in. Okay. So he does go into Wheezing, exactly what I was expecting. So we're able to get a U-turn off on that. Nice damage. And I can go right into Heliolisk, I think. Heliolisk takes this thing on fairly easily. I can just click Thunder, honestly. Yeah, he doesn't have... he has a Volt Absorber. I think Hyper Voice is probably my best play then. It'll probably take this thing out, if not easily to a KO. And it'll also hit the Jolteon really hard. I'm Specs, it'll probably KO this thing. Question is he going to go Jolteon right here, expecting the electric type move? I think he might, which is why I'm not going for it. I think I can afford to at this point in the game. I think I can afford to. I really would love it if he goes Jolteon though. That would be really awesome. But he's thinking about it right now, that's what he's thinking about. He's really deciding whether or not to go Jolteon. He knows me. He knows I'm the type of player that might predict the Jolteon to come in right now. Already turn 7. This is becoming a good match. Oh boy. I believe in Newman. Gotta say that. I believe in Newman. I hope Scary Terry is not female. That'd be unfortunate. Although Terry is kind of... it could be a male or a female name, right? Oh! It goes Clefable. That is not a 2-KO. Oh, damn. So he's got to be specially defensive Clefable. And we've seen his entire moveset, which is good because that means my Scizor can take this thing on no problemo. Moonblast, doing 16. Because I am going to defog. Alright, Suicune comes out as I defog. I'm unfortunately getting rid of my own rocks, but I can set up my own rocks later on. And I can go right into Newman, probably. Alright, he doubles into Tornadus. That's fine by me. That is a free Volt Switch. Is it a free Volt Switch? This is a Scarfer, isn't it? Alright, let me go Frogger. Just to see what he would do in this situation. He brought this as a Scarf last week. So it's definitely a potential Scarfer for him. But if he predicts me to be Scarfed, then I would outspeed him and he'd be afraid of me. So, depending on what he does here. We'll see. because I've brought Scarf Heliolisk a lot in my battles, so it's definitely something that should be on his mind. But if I go into Politoed, I'll see what he does, and I'll also get the rain back up, which is really important to my team. Alright. So he does stay in and go for the U-turn. That's interesting. I'm gonna guess it's Scarfed. He seems to be liking that set. I don't know why. Because his Tornadus is so fast already, and it doesn't really need Scarf. Same with Jolteon. But hey, it worked for him in the preseason, so... I have a feeling a fake out is coming. So I might as well just let Frogger go down. Go for the Scald in case he doesn't. And go for the fake out. Goes for the... Hello! Hello? What did I just see? What is this? Calm Mind Medicham. We're gonna Thunder Wave this thing into Oblivion. So he does go for the double Calm Mind. Light Screen. Baton Pass. What? Oh god. That is terrifying. Oh my Lanta. Yo, what's up, Diggletdreamers? I apologize. As you can see, Jolteon at +2 special attack, special defense actually completely broke my recording. So unfortunately, my audio throughout the rest of the live recording is completely broken, and I'm gonna have to do the second half of this battle, which is actually most of this battle. Most of this battle is going to have to do post narration, unfortunately. But I'm really happy I got that moment in the live recording, because that was probably my favorite moment of it so far. But anyway, this was a great match. Well, obviously you'll see how the rest of it turns out, but you can see where we left off right here. My Meowstic is in on this Jolteon at +2, and my thoughts right here were basically to hope that he goes for an electric type move, and then go into my Hippowdon, and then hopefully either his Choice or HPS doesn't KO, and then I can KO him with an Earthquake. As he goes for a Signal Beam, which doesn't do that much, but I am Toxic. So I do decide to go for the Earthquake there. He decides to switch, and that makes me think maybe he doesn't have HP Ice. Maybe he's choiced into something. Maybe he's Choice Scarf like I've been thinking all along. So I decide to just get up my Stealth Rocks here. I wasn't... Oh wait, no, not yet. I decided to go into... I'm getting ahead of myself. I decided to go into my Heliolisk, which is basically my counter for Suicune. I know I can take any hit, especially with the light screen up. As he starts going for Calm Minds and immediately switches out into his Tornadus as I go for the Thunder, which is so huge. I had been predicting whether or not I'm going to go into Jolteon the whole time, and that time I was just like, screw it, I'm going for Thunder. And I completely catch his Thundurus, and it blows it all the way back, and it was pretty amazing. As he decides to go Medicham now, back into this Calm Minding, Baton Passing monster. Now I don't want to stay and take a Fake Out or any kind of fighting type move. I was predicting a Focus Blast or something. So I decide to switch into my Meowstic, which I know can take any move, as he does unfortunately get paralyzed right there. He does go into his Wheezing, as I'm just going to set up the light screen and get up a Rain Dance, just kind of set myself up. He does burn me, but I don't really mind that too much, as obviously my Meowstic isn't really offensive. So I go back into my Heliolisk on that Pain Split, which is really nice for me, because the Dry Skin is going to bring me back to full, and I can just click Hyper Voice again. And fortunately, it does 2-hit KO the Clefable here, so I'm able to take out this huge defensive threat on his side of the field. Now as Jolteon comes in, what do I do here? Alright, I decided I didn't want to take the hit, so I want to keep my Heliolisk healthy, because it does basically win me the game at this point. So I decided to go in my Hippowdon, trying to predict either a Volt Switch or something. And unfortunately, he pulls a double into his Suicune. Actually, very good play by Marenoc, pulling that double. But I decided here, I'm just going to get my Stealth Rocks up, as I can live that Ice Beam nicely. So I just get my Stealth Rocks up. Those are there to stay, because he does not have anything to take them away, and he is going to be able to finish me off with another Ice Beam. But the cool thing is I can bring in Heliolisk and threaten him again. This time he does pull a switch into Jolteon, as I predict that, and go for the Hyper Voice, which does a hell of a lot. And this time I know I can stay and take any hit, because it's Jolteon, and he does Volt Switch into his Wheezing, which is going to go right down to this Hyper Voice, no problem. Heliolisk racking up the KOs. I think Heliolisk has taken every single KO so far, half of Marenoc's team, which is pretty awesome. Might have to bring MVP Watch back this week just for Heliolisk. He decides to go into his Suicune here. Uh-oh. He's getting a little frozen. Okay, he decided to go. So my screen froze a little bit there, but as you can see on the screen, he went for Rest and ate his Chesto Berry, which will come up. So it was Resto, Chesto, Suicune all along. And fortunately, my Hyper Voice only did 42%, so I'm not doing enough. So I decided to switch out and go into my Meowstic, which I know can take any hit from this thing, eating up that Ice Beam. Ah, jeez, what's going on? Why is this pausing all the time? Why? I don't know why this keeps skipping. But I'm able to Thunder Wave his Suicune there, just kind of hoping for maybe some hacks and get to slow him down a little bit. As I'm going to go for the Light Screen here, as he does get paralyzed, which is nice. A little hacksy, but hey. I'm going to set the Rain Dance as he goes for the Calm Mind. I know we can rest at some point, so I'm going to go into my Scary Terry. I'm just going to try to Stone Edge this thing. And it doesn't do that much. And fortunately, I do live the Scald without getting burned. I miss my next Stone Edge, but he goes for the rest of that turn, predicting me to hit the Stone Edge. He didn't want to be at that low health, so I'm able to I get a couple Stone Edges off because he doesn't have Sleep Talk. He doesn't have another Chesto Berry, so I'm going to be able to get a few chances to hit him with Stone Edge. And unfortunately, right here, I completely forgot about Pressure. So I had run out of Stone Edges there. I used 4, and because of Pressure, I used 2 instead of 1 every time. So I'm actually out of Stone Edges at this point. And I was like, oh crap, what do I do now? Fortunately, the power of Scary Terry is too strong, and Scary Terry is able to take out the Suicune with a Waterfall while taking himself out to Life Orb damage. And here was an important moment. I knew he only had 2 Pokemon left. Jolteon is at like 13%. Medicham is at like 70. And I had my Scizor at a pretty good amount of health. I knew it could come in and Bullet Punch, and that was basically win me the game. A Bullet Punch would KO the Jolteon, and it would do enough damage to the Medicham that I would feel comfortable just clicking Hyper Voice to win with Heliolisk. So that's exactly what I do here. As he does go into the Medicham, he's going to fake out, but I can take that no problem. Bullet Punch will do a nice 37% as he does go for the Drain Punch. Doesn't quite KO, which means I can just go for another Bullet Punch as he's going to finish me off with another Drain Punch. And now at this point, fortunately, I can just bring in Heliolisk, click Hyper Voice, and that is going to be the game. Because I know his Jolteon does not have any one move that can OHKO my Heliolisk. Single Beam only doing 34%. I'm able to finish off the Jolteon and get the victory. Holy crap. Heliolisk literally got every kill except for the Suicune. And that's the one thing I brought it for, too, was the Suicune. Scary Terry getting himself a kill, though, too, which is pretty awesome. Herself. I forget if it was male or not. Anyway, but that was a really fun match versus my good friend Marenoc. Make sure to go check out his channel. His link will be in the description down below. He has a lot of good battles. He's also in the Alpha Battle Club, which is the other league I'm a part of, and he has his own league that he's also a part of that I don't really know much about, but it's the Indigo League of Legends. No relation to the game League of Legends, but definitely go check him out. And let's go Boston Buizels. We're coming for the crown. Other than that, though, guys, keep dreaming. I'll see you next time. Peace out.